Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Roddy McGhie's Flight 101. What is up, beautiful people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look around the channel at my past reviews. Now, if you're already here, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much for that, because you didn't have to click on my face, but I'm glad you did. And I hope you learned something from this review. Now, if you want to help support the channel, then absolutely, I would love it if you did. My Patreon's a great place. The link for that is in the description. You can get some cool benefits that I'm actually going to be revamping soon, so you'll even get more benefits that'll be even cooler. So stay on the lookout for that. And also you can support me on my website, tylerlunsford.com. Merchandise there, the whole merchandise section, hats, shirts, all that section right there, free worldwide shipping. I know, I can't believe it either. My wallet can't either. But with that said, you know what, I'll stop plugging. I'm happy you're here. You're gonna learn about Flight 101, and we're gonna talk about some magic. Let's get into it. First off, you need to know what actually is Flight 101. Well, forget everything you know about ring flight, no reels, no suspicious key fobs, no strange purses with inexplicable chains that the ring appears on. This is a brilliantly simple gimmick with no moving parts. Not only allows you to vanish a borrowed ring, but also makes your retention vanish look better. With Roddy's expert tutorial, you'll learn a routine where a borrowed ring appears on the spectator's keys while they are holding them. This practical effect isn't just straightforward, it's a miracle. Flight 101 is easy to do and comes ready to go out of the box, perfect for restaurant workers, casual close-up, and street magicians alike. Flight 101 is a hard-hitting ring to impossible location developed by one of the most inventive magicians working today. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase it. We'll be getting the gimmick that you need to perform this effect. It comes ready to go out of the package. You don't have to do any DIY or anything like that. And it comes with a tutorial video from Roddy where he teaches you how to perform this effect in around 25-26 minutes. Now you know what Flight 101 is, and you know what you'll be receiving. Let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is Flight 101 to perform? Flight 101 is not that difficult to do, but I wouldn't say that it's the easiest trick in the world. This is going to take a little bit of practice, but after you get it down, as long as you have the gimmick on you, then you can perform this whenever and wherever you like, as long as your spectators have some keys on them, and you have a ring, or they have a ring, whatever, you can borrow all that stuff, as long as you have the gimmick. How are the angles for Flight 101? The angles are alright. You need to keep your audience in front of you when it comes to this effect for best results. Is Flight 101 examinable? To an extent. Now, this ring that's appearing on their key ring, yes, that ring that is on there is examinable because it's theirs. But their actual keys are not examinable right away. You do need to do a quick something to it, but once you do that, then they can, examine their keys again because they are their keys. But while the ring is on the key ring, on their keychain, they cannot examine any of that. Are there any negatives or things you need to know about Flight 101? Yes, there are several things you need to know when it comes to performing Flight 101. One is that the keys that you're using for this effect need to be like a jumbled up group of keys. If you have a spectator that just has their house key on a key ring, it ain't gonna work. That's not gonna cut it for this effect. You need to have someone that has like a bulk group of keys, that you can easily disguise this gimmick on. Another negative is that you need to make sure that you practice this, and I'm not saying the negative is the practice, but I'm saying that you need to practice it even more than a normal trick, because there is, and here's the negative, a way that it could kind of mess up when you go to actually load the gimmick onto their key ring with the ring on it. You just need to practice that, get that down. It's a little bit of a negative because sometimes you could end up with a situation where the ring may be falling off. So you need to make sure that you've practiced this and gotten it down enough to where that does not happen. Another negative is the tutorial video. Now, Penguin usually does amazing tutorial videos. They have great quality, great camera quality, great camera shots, great, audio, all that stuff is always great when it comes to Penguin Magic tutorials. Unfortunately, that's not the situation when it comes to this. Roddy has filmed this in a dark bar with one camera angle, which is a straight on shot, and it sucks. Not the instruction, because Roddy is teaching you how to do it. It's not the best instruction, but I wouldn't say the instruction sucks. It's just that there's no over-the-head camera shots. Like, you don't actually get to see what Roddy's seeing from back here. They need a camera behind him. They need some better lighting. They need this tutorial video just could have been a lot better. So yes, the instructions could have been better. The camera angles could have been better. Like, everything about this tutorial video could have been better. I wish that they would remake this. Like, I wish Nick LaCappa would remake this tutorial in the Penguin studio, because then it would make it so much better with some more ideas and presentations, and making sure that you make sure that you know what you're seeing as the magician, and make sure you're doing it right and things like that. that would level up this effect so much. Another thing you should know is that you're the one that has to take the ring off of the key ring. So you can't have them, inspect their keys while the ring is on there, which is just a drawback. And you have to actually take it off for them, hand them the ring, and then you need to do something else to their keys before you can hand their keys back to them, which I guess is covered by the misdirection of them reacting and still inspecting their ring. So you pretty much are covered there, but you still have to do it, and I want you to know about that. What are the pauses about Flight 101? Well, I love Roddy McGhie. I mean, he is one of my favorite creators. He really does have a really cool creative mind. I love pretty much everything that he's ever released. And what I like about this is that this is a spectator's ring and a spectator's keys. Like, that's what I love about it. This is truly borrowed ring fly. Like, borrowed keys, borrowed ring, everything's borrowed. You just, ring in and ring out your gimmick. But I do love that about it. Now, that may be, a negative for some people because they don't want to have to worry about ringing in and ringing out a gimmick. But for me, I saw that as a positive because everything seems borrowed in this effect. What should Flight 101 retail as? Well, it currently retails as $40 US, and is that a fair price? I think it should be more like $30, $35, and then that'd be a more fair price, just because the restrictions that you have with it are the things that I told you need to be aware of, combined with, the gimmick and things like that. I just think $30, $35 would have been a more fair price. That's my opinion. What do you think? What would I give this out of 10? I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. The reason it's getting that score is because, one, the restrictions that I named earlier and the things you need to be aware of, and then another thing is because I think it is a really cool effect. The fact that you can do a seemingly impossible trick, which is spectator's ring to spectator's keys, is really cool, and it does feel impossible. But for the things that I named and all the other things and the price and things like that, that's why it's getting that score. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you feel that Flight 101 is for you, then the link to purchase it is in the description down below. Also in the description is a link to my Instagram page. There you can follow me on Instagram at TylerLancerMagic. There I post also behind the scenes, Q&As, sneak peeks, Q&As, polls, so you can get some participation points and participate in my polls over there on Instagram. Well, I guess it's over here. Over there on Instagram. So definitely check me out on there. I'd really appreciate it. I also do giveaways on there. I went live the other day and just gave away 2 random tricks. So thanks to people that follow me on there. And I want to do more giveaways. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for the month of February. So stay tuned because you're going to want to not miss that. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you to Penguin Magic for allowing me to have this product so I can do this review. A few beautiful people out there. And hopefully I'll see you in another review that I post sometime soon. See ya.